All right, this is your pop culture encyclopedia essay. The first step of this is you need to start on your research notes. And that means that you need to choose a topic. So if you click here, it'll take you to a list of possible topics. So first off, just a quick clarification of what is pop culture. So it just means modern culture. And usually what we mean by that is like modern culture that's communicated through media or social media. And oftentimes it's something that a lot of young people are talking about. So you can see here in this picture that I've got a lot of examples of 90s pop culture. So like Pokemon cards were really big. We've got like the little scooters that everybody used in gym class. I'm sure you guys have seen stuff about that. Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake in their like all denim outfits. So this is like 90s pop culture. So your assignment is going to be to write an essay where you are creating like a report on some pop culture topic so that if somebody who didn't know about your topic was to read it, it would be like a little report teaching them about it. Remember, informative writing does not have any opinions in it. If we put all of the eighth graders' pop culture essays together, we would make it into little encyclopedias so somebody could have a book that would teach them all about pop culture for 2024, what you guys are into, like what your generation likes. So there are going to be 3 stages to this. 1, research notes, 2, a PowerPoint, and 3, then you're going to write your essay. So like I said, step 1, you need to pick a pop culture topic. Here are the big categories that you're probably going to want to select your topic from: music, people, movies, books. So here are some examples. You do not have to pick from this list, but these are just some examples of like big books, TV shows, people in pop culture right now that you might want to choose from. So step 1, choose your topic. Okay, once you come back here, you guys are going to type your research topic. And here's mine. So I chose the TV show Ted Lasso. So you're going to put your research topic in this box up here. Next step is we are going to generate a bunch of questions about your topic, as many as you can. And you're going to type those in this little box right here. Like as many how and why questions. If you just ask questions that are basic questions that could be answered with a yes or no, or like a short answer. So if I said like, how much did Ted Lasso make? That's going to be like, it made this much money. I'm not going to be able to write that and write an entire paragraph about that. So let's do your how questions first. Write at least 3 questions that you could write an entire paragraph about, and support with evidence. So my 3 are: how did they come up with the idea for the show? How is the show made? How did they cast the show? Those are all things that I could do research about and write an entire paragraph about. So go ahead and write your how questions. Now we're going to write your why questions. Same thing as before. Don't just write like something that could be answered with a yes or no. You want to come up with why questions that you could write an entire paragraph. So mine are: why is this show popular? Why are there only going to be 3 seasons? And why do people hate the show? If you are having a really hard time coming up with questions, if you go back to the PowerPoint where it had all the list of topics on it, there are some possible questions that you could ask that you can go through on that. So go ahead and write your why questions. All right. Now what I want you guys to do is choose the top 3 questions from both of these. So choose the top 3 from the how and the why, and then you are going to copy them down here. Try and keep the color coding. So keep the first one yellow, keep the second one blue, and keep the third one pink. These are going to be the 3 questions that you address or talk about in your essay. So make sure that they're 3 really good questions that you can write entire paragraphs about. Okay, now that you have the 3 questions, now you need to start doing your research for your essay. The more research you have, the easier it'll be to write your essay. This is where you are going to come up with 3 sources. You need to have a minimum of 3 to meet the requirements for your essay. So, how you're going to fill this out is you're going to find a website. So, here's my first website that I found, and I copied and pasted the URL right here. Remember, URLs are just up here. So, right here, this is where, oh, I don't know if it'll let me circle it. Nope, it won't let me circle it. Up here, I'll draw an arrow. Where you would just copy and paste, or yeah, where you like copy the URL. That is where we're going to put it. So I'm going to put the URL right here. This is really nice so you can easily get back to the website. Then you're going to find the author of it, Martha Soren. It might be nice if you find out like who, like write your author tag right there. So if I click on this article, I'm going to find Martha Soren is probably up at the top. Okay, so I'm going to click on, see how her name is underlined? I'm going to click on her name really quick. And it says she's a freelance writer specializing in TV and entertainment. So I'm going to say Martha Soren, TV and entertainment writer. That'll mean I don't have to come back to find her author tag later. And then this is the title of the article. Then you're going to go through and you're going to do the crap test for this source. Is this source current? When was it written? So I'd look and I'd see when this source was published. I already did the crap test. So as long as it was published in the last 10 years, you're good. Yes. Does the source relate to your topic? 15 Reasons Why Ted Lasso is a TV show we need right now? Yes, that relates to my topic. Is it trustworthy? You're probably not going to have a lot of .edu, .gov, and .org because we're writing about pop culture. So as long as it's a source that you feel like it doesn't have made up information, then you'll probably be fine. Could it withstand a fact check? Like, does it have true information? Can you find this? Can you verify that information on other sources? Mine does, yes. And is the purpose of this source to inform? Is it trying to convince you to hate Ted Lasso or love it? This one is definitely trying to convince people to love Ted Lasso, but as long as I know that, then I'm safe going into it and I'm not going to use too much information that's biased and trying to convince people to love Ted Lasso. So, what you are going to do is you are going to find 3 sources and you are going to do this box for all 3 sources. That's because you're required to have 3 sources on your essay. So, you're going to fill out the boxes for 3 of your sources. I put, these are my 3 sources. This is my purple, green, and blue box sources. I actually put them all here and 3 other links to websites I used because then it was really easy for me to copy and paste on my final essay down at the bottom. It was really easy for me to just copy and paste. So I do recommend also doing that. So go ahead and fill out the 3 boxes for sources. That is all there is for the research notes. I'm going to go into talking about the PowerPoint assignment yet. So if you are not ready for that yet, you can just stop here. If you do need to know about the PowerPoint assignment, then you should keep watching. Okay, now that you've finished your research notes, you're going to take what you learned and you're going to turn it into a PowerPoint. This is going to be the way that you kind of start out your essay and you're going to show your classmates what you learned. So here's my example PowerPoint. Like I said, I did the TV show Ted Lasso. Your title slide should have your topic, your name, and a picture. Then what I want you guys to do is, do you see how I have my, right over here, how I have my 3 questions, yellow, blue, and pink? I got those from up here on this slide, and they are the same questions, yellow, blue, and pink. So what you guys are going to do is take those yellow, blue, and pink questions, and you are going to put them on your PowerPoint where it says question 1, question 2, and question 3. Take it from your question slide. Just take the questions 1, 2, and 3. They should just stay the same with the color coding. Okay, the next thing that you're going to do is start filling in some bullet points with your research. And one thing I did as I was filling this in, you're answering, so you're going to be answering the questions. One thing I did was I put where I got the information, and this was so helpful for me when I was writing my essay. So, my first one is about why do some people love the show and some people hate it. I put people like the show because, and people dislike the show because, and notice that I have right here the names of my authors, where I got the information, and that is from my research notes. So that when I went back and I started writing my essay, I didn't have to figure out where I'd gotten the information. So that was very helpful to include the author tags on my slides. So you guys will start answering your questions on the bullet points. The other thing that you need is in the corner right here. This is very, very important. This will be required on your essay, is that you have to use a text structure on each slide. So as a reminder, here's our text structures. We have compare, contrast, problem, solution, cause and effect, chronological order, and description. So on your slide, you're going to pick which one would be, and you can see there's a place for you to put it. You're going to pick which text structure would be the best for each question. You should not use the same text structure more than once, but you could break up one of the text structures. So you could do one part problem, and then the next, like on the next slide, you could do solution. So I could do in this one, I could do compare for this first slide and contrast for the second one. However, I'm keeping love and hate together, so I'm going to do compare and contrast in the same one. Hopefully that makes sense. You also are required to have a picture on each question slide. The next one is chronological order. That's my text structure for this one. Notice I have my second question, and then I also on this one, as I filled out and answered the question with my bullet points, I do have my author tags where I got them. Like I said, this made it so easy to write my essay. Okay, and then the last one, here's my question slide, and then here is my text structure. So go ahead and fill out your PowerPoint. The last part of this assignment is to write your central idea. This will be the last sentence in your intro paragraph. That is very important. This will be the last sentence in your intro paragraph. What you're going to do is go through all of this research you did, especially through your PowerPoint, and I want you to make a bullet point list of all of the important things that your reader will learn in your essay. Just a reminder that informative writing has no opinions. So make sure instead of saying like, I love this show, you could say some people love the show and some people hate it instead of stating your opinion. Okay. So what you're going to do is go through and make a bullet point list of all of the important things that you are going to teach your reader about your topic in your essay. So, like mine, I said it's Ted Lasso is a show about soccer on Apple TV. The creators and writers cast themselves as the main roles. Some people love the show and some people hate it. As of right now, there will not be any other seasons. So go ahead and make your bullet point list right now. Now, what you are going to do is you are going to take that whole thing and condense it into one sentence. We're going to take all the bullet points and turn it into one. So all of my bullet points turn into Ted Lasso is a popular show with 3 seasons on Apple TV about an American coaching soccer in England, written by many of the actors who star in the show. That is a one-sentence summary of the important things I'm trying to teach my reader in the essay. You guys are going to write your central idea, get it checked off with your teacher, and then this will be the last sentence in your introduction paragraph. So you've already written one sentence of your essay already. Okay. You can also check out the rubric for how your slideshow will be graded. So make sure you look at that slide. But other than that, we are done.